yesterday, Seb, to be a bit arrogant as well. But we like it. I like this fighting talk. I like when it's, you know, they...
Of course, yeah. I mean, the mentality is very different, you know, when they're in competitive mode, as you well know yourself. You're a lovely guy before you put an overall on, Ivan Brynildsen. And then something switches.
Yeah, you know, we're all competitive and we want to win. That's how it is. You could see it when they were doing this bicycle thing with Mark Cavendish. They all wanted to win, even though it was co-driver drivers. The mix of everything. It's yeah, you want to win. I don't let my kids win when I play cards. They have to learn to lose.
Now, just to confirm, for TYRE Neuville,
he's faster by 1.4 seconds.
Yeah, and he's also got hards right the way around the car.
Yeah. So the question is now, is Ogier doing this strategy to be faster on the next stages, or he tried to be fast on this stage? So when will it pay off? That's the thing. Or did TYRE do the right thing?
It's a question we can't answer until we get them all through. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's hear from Jordan.
Kalimera, Jordan, longest stage of the rally. What do you make of this day? We have 3 gravel stages, only run once. You know, 600 kilometers of road section as well.
Yes. This one is a new one because it's opposite of Elatia last year. So we had very good notes. So the beginning was very good. At the end, the problem is the cleaning. So a lot of cleaning for the downhill. But otherwise, it was a nice stage. A good start.
Yeah, that downhill section was reported as being pretty rapid. I love the fact that it's known as Pikes Peak. We're keeping an eye on all of these splits. See, that is Sebastian Ogier to Elvin Evans. That's 7.5 seconds, so 8.9 seconds now faster. Up at 12.
Tires on there and try to take the benefit of the soft on the loose stuff in the morning. Yeah, it will be only, we can speculate. I believe they have been working out this for hours before the rallies as well, so.
8:12.8 then is the fastest time through so far, but that will eventually be eclipsed with the times we're seeing coming through from both Sebastian Ogier and Neuville. Danny Sordo is into the stage now as well. We're waiting for our rally leader, TÄNAK, to start.
Elvin, a very long stage to kick off a very long day. Your quickest through so far, but we are seeing the guys coming quicker behind. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, of course, it'll clean with every car, but yeah, it was all okay for us.
Putting the softs on the rear, how did that feel? Was it the right decision?
We'll see now with the wear, but yeah, it seems to work okay.
Are you motivated for the day?
Sorry?
Are you motivated for a long day?
Well, of course, after the happenings of yesterday, it's not quite the same, but of course, we still want to try and have a good day in the car. That's
well, he's got to keep it going out there. That's what he kept telling us yesterday. Because you don't know what's going to happen in front of you. Danny Sordo, second position for Danny. Strong stage times yesterday. Does have his teammate TYRE Neuville 23 seconds behind him. He's 3.4 seconds slower than TYRE on the opening split. There's the confirmation on the screen of the way it stands between the Hyundai 1, 2 and 3 right now. Have to say they were all delighted, as you would be as a team, to be on the final Meet the Cruise last night. As well, a 1, 2, 3 with Oit out in front, Danny in second, TYRE in third position, but all of them as well aware that there was a long way to go in this event.
Yeah, and I think you can't really ask for more. I think maybe they would try to just, if they could do something to get Danny down to third and TYRE one up. But anyways, it's a full podium and they are doing the job. They are arriving here prepared. Cars are working, and the drivers are doing their job. And yeah, I think it's so far so good.
So far so good, yeah. Back with Neuville now then, let's see where he is in the stage. He's passed 12.6 kilometres, 2.3 seconds faster than OJ at that point. Got another 4 split sectors to go. And our rally leader, Oit TÄNAK, has got underway. But Gregoire Munster's the next driver to complete for us.
With the road cleaning, you lose quite a lot of time being first on the road on this particular place because it's so wide, and when you're getting clean lines, you can go so fast in this downhill section. So it's getting faster and faster, car by car, down this hill.
Just 2 seconds off the pace of Elman Evans in there. With Gregoire Munster, 8:14.8. Good time.
He was also able to lean out on the outside to find the right entry for to hit the perfect apex.
Greg, good morning. On an almost 30k stage, you're just 2 seconds off.
Oit TÄNAK, Martin Järveoja, our rally leaders. 2 Estonian drivers actually leading both categories here. It was almost 3 at the end of the day yesterday. Oit TÄNAK leading for the WRC category, right up top with the P1 drivers, and Robert Ververs leading in WRC2. If Robert Jørgensen hadn't just pulled back on the final stage yesterday... Hold on, what happened there? What's happened here?
It's only dust. Something happened in that corner.
Yeah, they're at the car. They're at the car.
Changing a puncture.
That is so early on in the stage.
Gregoire said it did so many nasty stones out there. It's so easy to get a puncture, and he stopped just right after the first split. So it's only a few Ks into the stage, and it's a long stage spec, so you need to stop and change the puncture.
Yeah, they've passed the opening split point, which is 4.5 Ks in. But these are our rally leaders. Oit TÄNAK, Martin Järveoja, and title contenders as well. Stopping to change the rear right.
It's all about stopping straight away when you feel that puncture, because if you keep going, you lose time. So when you feel it's a puncture, stop straight away and change the puncture and keep going.
It's 5.6 kilometers into the stage. Disaster for Oit this morning. That's a quick tyre change, though.
I think it's a very good tyre change. Yeah, yet again, it's just to keep up the momentum and the pressure all the time, because you can see Oit is only 5 Ks into that stage, and all of a sudden it turns the picture upside down again.
Yeah, absolutely it does. We'll see how much time he's lost when he gets to that next split point, but not what he wanted first thing this morning, not what we wanted to see. Oit TÄNAK then stopping to change a wheel. 5.6 kilometers into the opener as Ogier completes A massive 21.3 seconds faster than his teammate Elvin Evans. Let's have a look at the last splits we've got for him and Thierry Neuville. Thierry 1.9 faster, that's up at 20 kilometers.
Now it's all about getting back to this rhythm again, because it was focused on the start, relaxed. He was doing a very good first split, getting back to it now.
You can see there with the time loss.
Good morning.
Well,
it's a massive time so
from
far.
Seb.
21.3 seconds faster than anyone else. What was the approach in there?
We are in the middle of nowhere, so just try to drive fast and safe as we can in the roughy section.
Well, don't say you're in the middle of nowhere, because Oita stopped to change a wheel in there, so that's moved you up a position, most likely.
Yeah. That's quite a shame. I don't like that, you know. I like Oit.
So do I.
Yeah, they are good friends, that we can confirm that, and you never want to hear that.
No, and it's a good sportsmanship to say that we never want anybody else to have problems like that. But with the statement yesterday and this comment today, it's he's putting himself in the position that there will be some talks.
If you are just joining us then, and you're looking at 15Ks, so he could well lead, but only just by the end of it.
I had a little chat with Danny this morning in Parfume, and I said, Danny, you're too hard to yourself in the morning. He said, hey, you really want to be fast. I said, yes, but it's 6 months away. But I forget this when I'm in the car, you really want to be fast. So I said, be a bit nicer to yourself. You could see in the end of the day, you almost won the stage. And he said he will try to bring that good feeling from the afternoon and try to do the job as good as possible today. I gave him a new name yesterday, the Fox. Now it's the Fox. It's very clever and smart.
Ah, he was the clock yesterday.
Yeah,
he's the Fox today. Okay. 1.4, that's final split point. Obviously, he has no idea right now what's happened with TÄNAK.
It's a great drive from TYRE, and in this downhill section as well, he's pushing quite hard. He still keeps revving the car, which maybe is normal for him in these conditions, and maybe it's a strategy from the engineer and himself, but he keeps revving. Almost on the limiter on fourth gear before he pulled the fifth gear.
But Ogier was in fourth position.
Great hairpin there from TYRE as well. Really nice and tidy, and not too much sideways. He tried to drive all the hairpins and use the width of the road, carry as much speed as possible.
Back with TÄNAK now. He was only stopped for 1 minute 21 seconds in that stage to change a wheel. That's probably the fastest wheel change we've seen for a very long time.
Yeah, we know that if you're in the service park, belt to belt, like we say it, you can do it down to like 1 minute 5 seconds.
Really? In the service park, in ideal conditions.
And now you're stressed and out in the stage, and still 121.
121, yeah.
Thierry, good morning. After almost 30 Ks, your quickest through so far by 0.2 of a second. Feeling pretty fired up this morning?
We had a clean run through. It was quite rough in the middle section, so I took it a bit more careful, but yeah, obviously it's completely different conditions compared to yesterday, and we also changed the car setup, so I feel much more comfortable with the car. And it's more protected, so less risk to damage anything. And, yeah, clean one through.
Thierry, you no doubt heard the comments from Seb last night. Would you like to take the opportunity to respond to them?
No comments.
It's a no comment from Neuville. I'm sure there will be at some point. We watch TÄNAK now then, as we wait for Danny Sordo as well to come in. I mean, what to say, because we've had so many disappointments already so far this weekend. But straight away at the start of this stage, there's only 5.6 kilometers in for TÄNAK, where he had to stop and change a wheel. You know, but that doesn't take anything away from the fact that they're, you know, lost a minute 20, and they've lost the lead and they dropped down.
Yeah, but it was an important. Oh, it stopped again. Stops again.
I don't believe it.
It's another puncture, I believe.
Looks like second stop now then for TÄNAK.
Yeah, it's not a puncture.
So front left this time.
No, front right.
Front right. I told
left.
you I could never be a co-driver.
The other left.
The other left.
And now the thing is now, they already put a puncture tire on top of the other one that's in good condition. So you see now, they are taking out the puncture tire, and then they need to release the other tire, which is pushed all the way up to the seats. Just behind the seats, and that's normally what you do on the road section. You swap those two tires so you're ready for another puncture. But now,
of course,
they needed to do it on the stage, and yeah, they have now just around 1 minute. They have used 1 minute, a bit more than 1 minute now. But still, it's impressive to do a tire change in 1 minute 21 seconds on the first one. And
yeah, that was the first one, yeah. And they didn't expect to be doing it again quite so soon. It's 15.4 kilometers into the stage.
Oh, now he'll be behind Robert Webers as well in the dust.
Danny Sordo then passed the final split point 13.8 seconds slower than Neuville, but remember, he does have 23 in hand.
Oh, we almost went off after the flying finish. It's a tricky corner there, because you are going from gravel onto tarmac, and really warm gravel tires on tarmac.
7.2 seconds now, his advantage over teammate Neuville.
The Super Sub is leading the rally.
The Fox, as you called him earlier.
The Fox.
He's clever and he's fast. It is Danny Sordo. Let's hear from him.
Danny, good morning. It's 16.2 down on Thierry's fastest time, but you are our new rally leader.
Sorry?
You are the new rally leader.
Why?
Oit has stopped to change 2 wheels.
It's nice. Okay, it's nice to be rally leader, but I don't like this kind of things. For me, we need to win in the stages, not because the others are with problems. But yeah, it's nice. Also, I didn't take any risk. I just driving. I will continue with my target. So yeah, Thierry can push, the other can push. I have one target and one mission. So yeah, of course it will be nice to win, but you need to push more for win and take more risk. And yeah. But it's nice.
Back with Oit and Martin now, who, have stopped to change 2 wheels.
And now he's caught in the dust behind Robert Webers. His fellow countryman.
Yeah, very much so. They're coming. Let's have a look at Robert Webers, because WRC2-wise, it got very interesting, didn't it? Yes, well, it was interesting throughout the whole day. But it is Robert Webers who's in the lead in WRC2 over Sami Pyre. There's not much in it, though. 1.5 seconds faster. Sami Pyre's now past 18 Ks. He's 23 seconds faster than Robert. Julian Porter just messaging in, it's a good shout, Jules. Maybe Robert got stuck in Oit's dust, potentially, from his first stop. Because he was next on the road.
I think it's 3 minutes between them, so it's he used 1.5 minutes could be. We were so focused now on Oit's dust from Robert, so we didn't think of Robert's dust from Oit.
So true. Yeah, the time is coming back towards him a little bit, minusculely, but we'll find out when he gets there. He can give us the full sketch. Yeah, with the day that we've got out there, but not the way he would have wanted it to start, but we'll find out exactly why, whether he was caught in dust.
Just behind Robert. So now Oit and Martin, they use both spares. So they need to be careful on the two next stages, and it's still another 20.9k and another 25.8. So
yeah, we've got 45 kilometres left to go before the time hitting zone.
But I mean, Bex, you can see from the right side they'll split 5. He lost 5. It's a pretty good tyre change.
Both of them were. I mean, the first one was the fastest for the very reasons that you mentioned, in that they just had to remove the puncture tyre, which was on top of the new one. But both were really swift.
I think.
0.4 then. We'll get the story from Robert very shortly. Let's cross out to Molly then.
Robert, Oit running into problems in there, causing you some problems too, I guess.
Yeah, the dust was quite heavy, but okay, for him it looks even worse, so nothing you can do in this situation, but yeah.
Get some time back.
Let's see, hopefully.
And that is TÄNAK completing then with a 21:57.7, dropping back to 4th position overall.
Oit, pretty unbelievable. Anything you want to say?
Yeah. Changed the puncture twice.
What happened? Did you hit something?
Yeah, the first one was off the rim, and the second one was bent rim, so yeah.
Sorry.
There have been some dust for PYRE as well, because then Oit was in between Robert and PYRE as well.
Yeah.
Sammy, good morning. It's been an eventful one already. You're 13.6 quicker than Robert. That means you move up a position. However, he was stuck in the dust of TÄNAK. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know, because honestly we had a really big dust as well, so I thought we will be like a half a minute behind. No, that was my feeling, so I don't know. I for sure was not expecting for such time.
Yeah, we leave that for everyone back here at Rally Control to work out, eh?